So in Ayurveda, it's right now there's a lot of kapha, it's called. So there's a lot of earth and water elements. So people who have kapha doshas, your mind body constitution, which Jessica, you're a pitta kapha, and so you might have a tendency for that during this season, and so we're gonna help kick that out through some releases with that excessive earth and water elements in there. All right. So let's get started. Seated in a comfortable seated position, cross-legged, Sukhasana, or half lotus, whatever feels best for you. You can always lie down if that feels better too, or you can always come in that V shape. Otherwise, just bring some awareness to your breath. Notice where the breath comes in a little bit more open through one nostril or the other. Notice how it comes down into the throat and into each of the lungs, and then the lungs together. Notice the breath coming into the belly. And let's take a unifying breath. Inhale through the nostrils, through a closed mouth. And an open mouth exhale. Let it go. And then move into the Ujjayi breath, the back of the throat, audible breath. Inhaling through the nostrils, through a closed mouth, the lungs fill up and expand out, the belly fills up and expands, and then we exhale, retract back in, the lungs empty out, exhaling through the nostrils, through a closed mouth. Deep inhaling, expansion on the inhale, retraction on the exhale. This is an audible breath, so you should be able to hear your own breath. And then from your breath, shift over to your intention. And your intention might be about attention to what's happening in your body, tending to, giving it the attention that it so deserves and so desires. And with that attention to your intention, weave it into the breath, weave it into the body. Create some movement with the fingers and the toes or the arms or the legs, and just notice how you get information back as you give your body attention. Like, put yourself in the limelight, right? Sometimes that's hard for some people to do, is to be with attention. Don't be shy giving your own body, your own emotions, your own mind attention. And then wherever you're at, bring the hands together and just rub them together. And then placing the palm of the hand, the base of the hand, right up next to the nostrils, pushing in that area, so there should be alignment. And then press gently and then cup over the eyes. And we're holding it here, just listening to my voice as you press the palms into the sides, right where the sinuses are, cupping over the eyes. We're holding it, we're breathing. One more full breath in. One more full breath out. And releasing the hands. And then just feel whatever it is you're feeling. If you're lying down on your back, slowly rock up to a seated position. And then bring the chin towards the chest. Soften the shoulders, soften the jaw. Let the lips relax. And roll the head from side to side, rolling it from left to right and right to left. One more. And back to neutral. Bring the chin up towards the sky. And back to neutral, chin towards the chest. And back to neutral, chin back up towards the sky. Back to neutral, chin towards the chest. And then explore the whole neck in whatever way feels right for you. And this is just more about listening to the body and accessing those spots where we didn't quite get to. And then back to neutral. Inhale, sweep the arms up high. Exhale, come over to the right side. Come down on the palm or the forearm and reach it over. Guide the left hip into the earth. Reaching, lengthening from the left hip all the way to the left fingertips. And inhale up, exhale to the left side, come down on the left palm or the forearm, reaching over, lengthening from the right hip all the way to the right fingertips. And inhale up, moving from right to left and left to right. Inhaling and exhaling. You can go slower or faster, and maybe even holding it in a spot that might feel like it needs some extra attention. One more. And come back to neutral. Inhale, lift the arms up high. Exhale, come over to the right in a twist. Right hand behind the right hip, left hand used as leverage to lift and twist. Guide the right shoulder back, gazes towards the side wall, or you might even gaze all the way back. Inhale, reach, lift, lengthen both arms up. Exhale over to the left. Use the left palm as leverage to lift the spine up. Use the right hand to twist. And inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale to the right, twist. And inhale up, exhale to the left. Moving from right to left and left to right. You can move through this faster or slower. One more. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Bring the arms down to a T shape. And then bring the palms up towards the the deltoids over the shoulder blades, yeah. Almost like you're giving your shoulders a little squeeze. And then we're gonna start to churn this like a washing machine. So we're gonna turn over to the left and then center, right, and then twisting back and forth and starting to smooth this out. So imagine you are like a washing machine, and this helps basically wash stuff out in the body. And it's a fast exhale, so it's keep going. Let your breath be heard. Couple more. And 3 more. 2, 1. Inhale, sweep the arms up high. Exhale, forward, come down on the fingertips, palms. Maybe the forearms, draw the tailbone down and back, relax the forehead, soften the jaw, soften the cheeks. Rounding up to the back, the hands come towards the knees, the chest comes over the left knee, reach out through the crown of the head and then over to center, over to the right. Inhale up, exhale, circle it around. Reverse that motion, inhale up, exhale, circle it around. And back to neutral, release the legs, press the heels out, put a little life back into the legs. And it might be karate chops on the tops, or even making a fist, or just a little rub down of the legs. And draw the knees in towards the chest, heels come in towards the hips, plant the hands into the mat, spread the fingers nice and wide. And we're here for a couple breaths in, a couple breaths out. And tabletop, hands come right underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, knees are hip distance apart. And any organic movement that just feels right in your body, there's no right or wrong. It might be rocking the hips side to side. It might be moving the hips in a circle. It might be coming forward or back. And moving through a couple cat and cows. Rounding through the back, arching up like a cat, tuck the chin in, scoop through the pelvis. And release into cow. The belly comes down towards the earth. Lift through the heart and hips, lengthen through the neck. And round through the back. And move into cow. And back to a neutral position. Child's pose, Balasana, hips come back, reach the arms out, relax the forehead down. This is an opportunity to help release some of that sinus pressure if you have it. And even if you don't have it, it can feel super good. So if you have the head to the mat, just rolling on the forehead, on the eyebrows from left to right. If your head doesn't meet the mat, you can always use like a yoga block or something to press the head into. As you roll from side to side on the forehead, relax the jaw. And you can stay here as long as you want, even for the whole practice. This is kind of your home base point. Otherwise, join me in pulling through the palms, tabletop. Plank, hands come right underneath the shoulders. The balls of the feet are underneath the heels. Feet are hip distance apart. And downward dog, inhale, lifting the hips up high. And finding some comfort in your downward dog by maybe pedaling out the heels. Maybe Bending the knees a lot. Maybe you get a little bounce in there if you're feeling it. From that neutral downward dog, floater, step the feet forward, forward fold. Let the whole upper body hang loose, bend the knees a little or even a lot. Relax the whole upper body. Halfway lift, flat back. Guide the shoulders away from the ears. Or gently pressing into the heels and letting the toes be light. And exhale forward. Roll it up one segment at a time, slow, easy. Roll up to the top. Once you get to the top, inhale, sweep the arms up high. Exhale, press the palms together, heart center. Inhale, lift. Exhale to the right side. Come over, relax the right shoulder. Lengthening from the left heel all the way up to the left fingertips. Gently guide the belly in. Relax the right shoulder. Inhale, reach, lift, lengthen. Exhale to the left side, arching over. Inhale, reach, lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold, hinge forward at the hips. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale forward. Press back to plank. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1. The knees come down. As you come down, tuck the elbows in towards the side of the waist. Chest, chin, baby cobra. Lift up through just the upper chest. Draw the shoulders down and away from the ears. Let the hands be nice and floaty. Press down through the tops of the feet. The legs are active, but not stiff. And they're not floppy, but active. Exhale forward. Press up to plank. Downward dog. One full breath in, one full breath out. The right leg reaches high towards the sky. Draw the right leg forward, lunge. Right knee is over the right ankle. Reach the left leg all the way back. Lengthen through the crown of the head. We're not here for long. The left leg comes forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale forward. Inhale, reach, lift, lengthen all the way up. Exhale, heart center. Press into the palms, press into the fingertips. Inhale, exhale to the right. Inhale, reach. Exhale to the left. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold, hinge forward. Halfway lift. Exhale forward. Press back to plank. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Knees, chest, chin, come down, baby cobra. And if you would like, maybe start to straighten up the arms in Cobra, Bhujangasana. And maybe even lower it and lift and lower, or just holding it in a spot. Feel out what feels best in your body. And when you feel like you're done there, press up to plank. Downward dog. One full breath in, one full breath out. The left leg reaches high towards the sky. Bring the left leg forward, high lunge on this side. Left knees over the left ankle. Reach the right leg all the way back. The right leg comes forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale forward. Inhale, reach, lift, lengthen. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, exhale to the right. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale. Plank. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. You can continue with the knees, chest, chin, or if you're working on building strength, you can go from high to low plank and come up into cobra or up dog. Up dog, the legs don't touch the mat, just the tops of the feet. Drawing the shoulders down away from the ears. Downward dog. 1 full breath in. 1 full breath out. And floater step the feet forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale forward, inhale chair, sink down into the hips. Reach the arms up high. Shoulders stay soft. Building heat, building strength. And we're just here for 3. Shoulders stay soft for 2. 1. Hands come towards the heart. We're holding it here for 3. 2. 1. Forward fold. Let that go. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale forward. Press back to plank and come right up to downward dog. Lift the hips up high. 1 full breath in, 1 full breath out. The right leg reaches high towards the sky. Draw the knee in towards the nose, round through the back. Exhale, press it out. Knee to nose. Exhale, press it out. The right leg comes forward, warrior 1. Square the shoulders, square the hips. Plant the back heel down. Right big toe is in alignment with the right knee. Inhale, bring the arms up high. Shoulders stay soft. Good, everyone. We're holding it here. You can always take a wider stance to keep that left hip drawing forward, right hip back. So it's okay to go a little wider. Yeah, and reach the arms forward. Reach, reach, reach. We're just here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift, straightening out the right leg at the same time. Hands come towards the waist. Lift and puff up through the chest. Hinge forward, bringing the chest towards the right thigh. It's okay to bend the knee a little bit or even a lot, making that connection of the chest right onto the top of the thigh. Relax the head. You can keep the hands at the waist, or you may even bring them down to the mat or down to a yoga block, bringing the earth a little bit closer. We're here for several breaths in, several breaths out. Guiding the right hip back, drawing the left hip forward. One more breath in, one more breath out. And bring the hands down to the mat. Come back on the back ball of the foot, creating a lunge. And Skandasana. The right heel comes back, the left leg goes long for the side split. Hands might be at heart, they might be down at the mat. They might be reaching for the left big toe. One more breath in, one more breath out. And straddle. Hands come to the mat, straightening out the right leg. Big toes even with the heels. Press down through the heels and lift up through the hips, and then let the whole upper body hang loose. And then plant the left hand right underneath the left shoulder. Right hand twist to the right. We're twisting from the lower part of the rib cage all the way up to the right shoulder. You might even bring the right arm all the way up or take a bind to the opposite hip. And release. Square the shoulders, square the hips, round through the back, arch up like a cat, tuck the chin in, scoop through the pelvis. And back to neutral. Plant the right hand right underneath the right shoulder. Start your twist from the lower part of the rib cage all the way up, left hand to left hip, or all the way up towards the sky, or take that bind to the opposite hip. And release it out, round through the back, cat stretch. And back to neutral. Walk the hands over to the right foot, create a lunge, right knees over the right ankle. And press back to plank. Downward dog, inhale, lift the hips up high. One full breath in, one full breath out, and downward dog. Switching sides, left leg reaches high towards the sky. Knee to nose, bring it in, round through the back, exhale, press it out. Knee to nose, exhale, press it out. The left leg comes forward, warrior one. Square the shoulders, square the hips, plant the back heel down, inhale, lift the arms up high. Taking a wider stance, and it doesn't have to look like the same thing that you did the other side. You might take a wider stance or a narrower stance on this side. We're just here for 3, 2, 1. Reach it forward. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, straightening out the left leg and bring the hands towards the waist. Hinge forward at the hips. Bringing the chest right up to the left thigh. Bend the left knee if you need to, a little or a lot. Relax the head. One more breath in. One more breath out. Come back on the back ball of the foot, bending through the left leg. We're in a lunge. And bring the left heel back. Right leg goes long for your Skandasana, your side split. Lift through the chest. Find your hand placement. And hands come to the mat, straightening out the left leg, straddle. Relax the whole upper body. And coming into a wide downward dog. So start to walk the hands out as far out as you can and lengthen through the spine. Relax the head. Press down through the heels. Soften the jaw. Walk the hands back to a neutral straddle. And then walk the hands over to the left foot. Create your lunge. And press back to plank, downward dog. One full breath in, one full breath out. Floater, step the feet forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale forward, inhale, chair sink down into your hips. Reach the arms up high, lift through the chest, draw the knees back. We're just here for 3, 2, 1. Hands come towards the heart for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, hands come towards the heart. Tadasana, palms come face forward. Feet are hip distance apart or a little bit wider. Press into the heels. You might even close the eyes to move inward. Softening the shoulders, check in on the breath. Maybe you take a breath in, open mouth, exhale, let it go. And feel the weight distribution on each of the feet. Each of the heels, the outside edges of the foot, the inside arch, each of the toes. And then start to shift the weight over to the right foot, preparing for a tree. Opening up through the left knee, bring the sole of the left foot against the ankle for kickstanding it, or bringing it higher just so it's not pressed against the knee. You can bring it higher if you would like. Find your hand placement that might feel best to balance or for creativity. No right or wrong. You might want to bring the branches up or even eagle arms. Have fun with it. We're strengthening through the right leg, strengthening through the right ankle. Find that drishti point, that quiet spot down at the floor or straight ahead. To quiet thoughts, quiet the mind. Without putting the left leg down, if you can, bring the left knee forward and then reach the left hand to the left big toe or wrap the left hand around the left foot. Bring the right arm high for balance. You can stay here if you want to or press the left heel out. Option to bring the left leg open to the side. It's just an option. Don't feel like you have to go there. You can always use a wall too, so if you're near a wall, feel free to use the support of the wall. Bring the left knee back in and release it down. Feet hip distance apart, and then just shake it out in whatever way feels right for you. It might be side to side, it might be a little bounce, wherever you need to release. And then we're gonna switch sides. Plant down through the left foot, spread the toes, open up through the right knee, open up through the right hip. Find your tree on this side. It might look completely different, and that's okay, or it might look very similar, and that's okay too. That drishti point down at the floor. without putting the right leg down. If you can, bring the right knee forward, right hand to the right big toe, or wrap it around the whole foot. Staying here, or press the right heel straight out. Left arm reaches high. Option to open the right leg open to the side. Bring the right knee back in and then release the right foot down. Shake it out, let that go. Feet hip distance apart, we come to the top of the mat. Bring the heels just a little bit in and the toes a little bit out, preparing for heart-centered squat. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, come all the way down. Find your heart-centered squat. Draw the hips down, draw the tailbone down, lift up through the chest. This is a dynamic posture as we press the knees in and press the elbows out. Relax the hips. So see if you can let go of the glutes a little bit. That might be a little shake in there. It might be a shift forward and back. We're staying here a little bit longer than what might feel comfortable. Sorry about my doggy. Or you can always bring the hips down if that feels better for you, if it's too much pressure on the knees, holding it there. One more breath in, one more breath out. And then coming onto the hips, wrap the arms around the legs, give yourself a big hug, bring the chin towards the chest, soften through the jaw, soften through the shoulders. And inhale, lift up, straightening out the left leg. Keeping that right heel hugged in, and then bring that right leg up and over the left leg. And we're going to twist to the right. Wrap the left arm around the right leg, lift tall, keep both hips grounded into the earth. Right arm reaches high and we twist over to the right. Lift and twist. Press through the left heel to lengthen and power up the left leg and stay grounded in the hips. Staying here a little bit longer than what might feel comfortable. And release. And release the leg. Bodhi just like bull-nosed me like this. Okay, anyway, press both heels out. Draw the left heel in towards the hip and then bring the left heel up and over, and we're going to twist to the left. Left arm reaches high and grab that right hand to the left leg and we lift tall and twist. Gaze is towards the side or all the way back. Holding this a little bit longer than what might even Feel comfortable. And release back to center. Release that left leg. And then press both heels straight out. Bend the knees a little bit or a lot. Take the flesh away from the sits bones. Get really long in the spine and start to bring the chest right into the thigh. Don't worry or think about the toes right now, but we're just bringing the chest right into the thighs. You might even bring the thighs close to the chest rather than the chest towards the thighs. So bring them together, working both of them together at the same time. And then now reach for the big toes. Keeping the spine nice and long. And you might even start to straighten out the legs a little bit more. Keep the chest connected to the tops of the thighs. One more breath in, one more breath out. And inhale, lift up, bring the soles of the feet together, a wide butterfly. The insides of the legs are going to be more like a shape of a triangle. Hands come underneath the shins, up underneath the calves. And then start to walk the hands underneath the legs and bring the chest towards the earth. And then relax the head. Really let the head release away from the back of the neck. Soften all the muscles in the face, the jaw, the lips. One more breath in. One more breath out. And inhale, lift up. Draw the knees together like you're closing up a book. And press the heels in, the legs are bent. Lift up through the chest, arms reach out, and we're going to slowly make our way down. No rushing, no hurrying. Pressing the heels into the earth. Once you get the shoulder blades down to the mat, we're going to lift back up. Try to take any momentum out of the lift up and then lowering back down. Inhaling and exhaling. Take your time, take the momentum out of it as you press into the heels. Just a couple more. I mean, just a few or more. Just a few more. And 3 more. And 2 more. One more. And then make your way down onto your mat and create a full body stretch. Reach the arms out, walk the heels out. Draw the knees in towards the chest. Press the heels straight up towards the sky. And coming into half plow. So in half plow, we're just going to support the hips by lifting the hips up just a little bit. We're taking the hands underneath the hips and just gently lifting, using the arms as support and a little brace to lift. And if this doesn't feel available to you, you can always just stay in legs up the wall too. If you have a full plow practice, you can certainly press the hips
up higher, bringing the feet behind. That may or may not feel right in your body. Keeping the head always straight when you're in half plow or plow, never turning your head to the side. From your half plow or plow, slowly come down. No rushing, no hurrying. Slow, easy, roll down. No dumping. Bring the legs up towards the wall, staying here. And just enjoying this moment by bringing the palms face down. Let the hips go super heavy. Yeah. Relaxing the ankles, relaxing the toes. Draw the knees in towards the chest. Straightening out the left leg. Hug the right knee in towards the chest, and then bring the right knee way off to the side, finding a fuller range of motion. Relax the glutes. And cross the right leg across the body, twist open to the right. Right palm comes face up. Guide the right shoulder into the earth. Soften through the midline of the body. Gaze is up towards the sky or perhaps over the right shoulder. Inhale back to center, straightening out the right leg, hug the left knee in. The left knee comes way off to the side. And then cross the left leg across the body, twist open to the left. Left palm is face up, guide the left shoulder into the earth. And inhale back to center. Draw both knees in towards the chest, rocking side to side, massaging through the lower back. You might even circle the knees around to get into the lower hips. Soles of the feet come into the mat, arms into a T, and bring the feet on the outside of the mat so the legs are wide. And then bring the knees over to the right so the legs are kind of in a little zigzag shape. Relax the glutes. Soften the breath. Inhale, lifting the knees up. Exhale to the left. Relax the glutes. Soften the jaw. Inhale up. Exhale, bring the knees side to side like windshield wipers. And take take a moment to prepare for a deep relaxation. If there's any other posture that you want to finish up with, maybe a happy baby in there or another plow, whatever feels like you need to still move the body. Take as much time as you need to come down. As you prepare for Shavasana, feel free to use wall space or a chair or a couch for legs up the wall. Even though the temperatures are getting warmer, you still may want to put something over your body to keep the muscles warm. Wherever you find your relaxation, wiggle out the wiggles, fidget out the fidgets, not just in the body, but in the mind as well. Bringing awareness and attention to the breath. Let's take 3 peaceful breaths in and then 3 releasing tension breaths out. Inhale peace. Exhale tension. Inhale peace. Exhale tension. Inhale peace. Exhale tension. And then tracing the natural breath. And that natural breath breathes in peace and exhales tension. The natural breath breathes in peace and exhale tension. Filling up with peace and releasing tension. Please stay here as long as you would like, or wiggling the fingers and the toes, drawing the knees in towards the chest, rolling to your side using your arm as a pillow. Whenever you're ready, slowly arriving back to a seated position. No rush, no hurry.
hands come towards the heart, lifting high to the sky. Exhale the hands to the forehead, to the mouth, heart center. The teacher in me is inspired and honored by the teacher in each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoy it.